Hi friends, welcome to the channel Code. Today we learn how to start an online classroom in a smart way. Here I will explain the basic element of our education system and how you can transform those to a online classroom. Teaching online creates more opportunity for interaction, reinforces teaching the essentials. It brings in your personality. It also opens a new possibilities for assessment and it integrates the campus resources. So welcome again. Here we see step by step practices to create an online classroom.
So here we see the learning cycle of our education system in our regular classroom. So from this we transform this to the online classroom. So there are five major parts. The first one is set learning objectives, and second is instruction delivery and self-learning, and third is learning activities, interactions, exercises and practice, and fourth very important is evaluation against the learning objectives, and fifth we collect the feedback about the learning. So this cycle again continues from 1 to 5 for each chapter, unit or for the full course. So normally we set the learning objective. We take that objective from our syllabus copy that is recommended by the university. So we take that objective and just make it organized and make that file in a Word or PDF and just share to your learners before you start your class. So these are some parameters about how to set the learning objectives. It should describe what students should know. So like that, there is another formal recommendation is there. There is a Bloom's taxonomy. The unit objective should meet these parameters. So this is just for your reference. I'm just showing here. But if you have that objective, you can continue with your class. So now we start our real action. So collect the students' WhatsApp number and just create a WhatsApp group. It is very good if you create a logo or a display image for your classroom, so the students or learners will easily identify your class among the groups in the WhatsApp. So add the student's mobile number to the group, or else you just share the WhatsApp group link and let the students to join, and assign your teachers as a admin role and enable them to send or share the information to the class. So you can also enable the students to participate, send a message by the in the settings. You just make a welcome note and instructions at the before you start your class. You just make some common instructions to be followed during the classroom, and also you just create the objectives, I mean that syllabus, and just share to your students before you start your class. So how you can create that objective materials? You can create a PDF file or a Word document and you can share to the students directly in their WhatsApp. So this file can be stored in their SD card, or else there is another method. You can store that file in your Google Drive and you can share the that file through the link. So this will be stored in their primary data, that in their phone memory. So whenever they need, they can open it and they can view it. So now I'm just showing you how to store data in your Google Drive. Just sign into your Gmail and you can see the application here, the triangle shaped application Google Drive. Just click it and you enter inside. So this is your Google Drive. Here you can store any type of files. This is like your pen drive an online storage. You can save all the data, all kinds of data here, and anywhere you can access it. So here there are many types of files you can see. So now you can create your own folder. Just click here. You can see some options are here. You can upload any folder or any file, or else you can create some files also. You can type a Word or Excel sheet, or you can create a slideshow online itself. You no need to go to PowerPoint. You can create here itself, and this files will be stored in your Google Drive. So now I am selecting that new folder. I'm example my class is I'm creating a class for physics students. So I'm just name that folder name as physics second year. So you can see the folder is created now. You can see I'm just click that folder. It will go inside, and you can see no files are there. So now I need to add some content inside that. So I'm adding a file. This file I have created before and just stored in my computer. So I'm just adding that file to my drive. So imagine this is my objective file, or the content, or my syllabus. So I'm just adding the syllabus as a first material. Then I'm coming back. So now I right click in that folder, and I'm just I would like to share this to my learners. So there are two methods are there. So in this first row, you can type the email ID of your students. If there is 10 to 15, no issue, you can share them through your Gmail ID. Again, you just click on the shareable link. You can create a link here. So with the help of this link, the students can easily download all your class materials at any time. So we can also have this material in our G Drive. So here you can just make a permission to share with the link. Share with the link, like that. You can give a permission here, and then you copy the link. So with the help of this link, by browsing this link, the students can directly enter into this folder, and they can download all the material. So this is the link. You can keep in your Word file or in your notepad, and now you can share this link alone in your WhatsApp. So how you can share this very easily means, you can keep this link, this shareable link, in your group description, so that anytime the students want to take the material, download the material, they can click the description in your group description, and they will guide to your drive, and after that they will download their materials. So once you share this objective PDF file, you also create an introduction video or animation about your course. So this will make a craving on your subject to the students. And now you explain the importance of learning about your topic and its practical application. You can make a self video, or you can make a audio, and you can share this to the group, so that students will understand the importance and the objective of this learning. Rather than reading a PDF, this will add some additional impact on your subject. So this third thing is, share some related videos from the open sources like TED Talks. You can see found these in the YouTube. So share those links. So we'll see you in the second part.
Now we have reached the end of part 1. Stay connected with this channel for more useful resources to start your online classroom. Subscribe this channel to know more about digital learning. Thank you.